everybody, are you ready to take a trip? That's right, it's time to update Pan of Green Gables. But before we get too far into anything, I do of course need to ask you to please remember to do all of the things. You know what they are. Thumbs up, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, all the things. I can never remember what they are and I never say them in the same order. That's why it has become all of the things apparently. Okay, so everything you need to know, which of course is going to be in the deets below as usual, but just to give you the quick run through, this is a Fantastic Ladies collab. It is created by Anna and it runs February 13th, 2022 to October 9th, 2022. It is 8 months, 8 prompts based on the 8 books of the series. Has monthly updates, because that's not something that I say constantly, so it should be really hard to say. Words are going to be escaping us this evening, apparently. I just watched my team get knocked out of the playoffs, so, you know, we're going to go with what we go with. Hashtag on this is, of course, Pan of Green Gables. I think that's everything you need to know. If I've forgotten something, you know it's going to be linked below anyway, so we're just going to go ahead and jump right... Oh, before we jump right in, this is due to the 91-degree weather today, which I knew was going to happen but wasn't really expecting. So we have face, but the hair just kind of... No, there was no hair today. It just was... Yeah. So the crazy train is probably looking crazier than normal, but this also gives you a really good idea of what my face shape actually is. Although, honestly, with the filming, I'm a little concerned. I like to hide behind my hair, and I'm not sure this is going to be the most flattering. Some days, this is just as much as we can do. Okay, so let's start with the first prompt, because we have a situation. So the first thing is hair as red as carrots, something that is red or orange, and I had picked my e.l.f. Dewy Berry lip stain, and I actually could have made another line. You can see how much more I've used, but we have a problem, small problem. It actually comes out like a blood clot. Did you see that? This is not how that's supposed to be. So I think the formula has changed. I think this has finally gone off. I also have one very similar to this, about the same. I've used about as much of it. This is going to be decluttered. So you're not going to see in the empties. This is where I'm doing my declutters. I will declutter this one and the other one. It's a slightly different shade, but I just don't want to chance it. So what I've decided to do, since we still do have several months left in the project, is I'm going to bring in a Peach and Lily. This is the Glass Skin Refining Serum. I'll even tell you how much it is in just a second here. This is a 15 milliliter, half ounce bottle. Yeah, 0.5 fluid ounces, peach extract and peptide complex. I've used one of these in the full size. Actually, I think I've used a couple of them. And I don't know why I have a little one, but I thought I would go ahead and put this in its place. And because it's the orange, there's orange on there. It's peach or it's orange, it's whatever. We're not going to quibble about the details. Anyway, so that's going to go in for the hair as red as carrots prompt going onward. Now, you know I've set, things are flying. You know I've set this up so that the products that I'm using here, I had done where I had them in Arizona, also had them here in Minnesota, and it was literally just to see how much use I could get. I think I got about another 7 to 9 uses on that before I realized it was doing that, and it was starting to go and I knew something was wrong with it. But I managed to screw up with something else later in the project, which we'll get to. Okay, so the next prompt is Lake of Shiny Water, something shiny. I have picked the Fenty Gloss Bomb Mini in Baby Brut. It went, no, actually it didn't even change weight this time. It is still at 24.6 grams. I've only used it 3 times. Don't use gloss a ton, we know that, but there has been no weight change on that because my scale only goes to a 1/10. So that's where we are with that. Broken Slate. Okay, now you had seen my broken damaged item was my Rimmel Stay Matte powder in 001 Transparent, because that's a flattering way to name a shade. And this actually got to the point where it was crumbling so bad it had to be repressed. I don't know that I love repressing this powder, but we did give it a shot. I am still using it. We went from 24.9 grams to 24.2 grams. If for some reason this doesn't hold up, I'll mash it all completely up and mix it in with a loose powder. But I will use it in its entirety either way. So that is where we are with that. And I think I have a picture to pop in from when I first repressed it. Pretty sure. If not, you're just watching me do nothing. Anyway, next prompt is Gilbert Blythe, something that starts with a G. For that, I have all of my double Gs. I have my Laura Geller Pink Grapefruit blush. And it's still looking pretty much the same. I've only used this 2 times. There's no weight change in this. It's 52.9 grams. I am wearing it today. And I do like it. It goes really well when I wear the colors that have a little bit more of a yellow tone or yellow undertone to them. So, we'll get there. We'll get there. Okay, puffed sleeves is the next prompt. Something that is bulky or excessive, and I went with just odd shaped and did the LYS pressed highlighter. It's the Aim High Pressed Highlighter in the color Genuine, which is the rose gold color. The weight on this is still at 57.8. But now if you look at this, you can see that there is starting to be disturbance because when I pulled this in last month, it was brand new, not used at all. So you can see that I am using a little bit. I've used it 4 times. That also is what I have on today. And then, so Green Gables, something green. I had the Vanilla Bean Noel spray. And at the last update, the bottle here in Minnesota was 239.4 grams. It was from there to there and is now gone. The packaging itself weighs 54.4 grams, so I used about 185 grams of product. I did not use this as a body spray, you guys. I use this as a room spray. And this is where I screwed things up because somehow I mixed up my e.l.f. and my Bath & Body Works. But I know for a fact that there's probably like 70 uses. And what I'm counting as a use is a room. And I go through once or twice a day and spray my rooms. This house up here is really long. I'm a single story, so it's a really long house and the rooms are really open. And so I go through and spray all the soft lines. I spray the pillows, I spray the couches, I spray whatever. But I actually finished a full-size body spray, so I'm pretty proud of that. That's an accomplishment. But that does mean that we do need to bring in something else. And one of the things I am in dire need of in my projects lately are candles. So this is what I am bringing in for my something green. It is an Ashland brand Honey Pear candle. I did put some tape on it so we can see how much I burn, because this one is a 17 ounce 481.9 gram product. I got this at Michael's. They were having a sale and it just smells kind of like a sweet pear. It smells good. So this is going to go in as my something green. Hopefully that lasts me for a while, but the way I go through candles, I may have to find something else green, and with my 50 shades of green, I might start to run out of green things eventually here. Okay, so Marilla Cuthbert is our next prompt, something sweet. I went with the Wet n Wild Sweet as Candy palette. Also hasn't changed weight, 23.7 grams. This is the color story here. And you may be getting a more vivid color story. It's fairly light. It doesn't have a lot of color payoff, but I only have one usage on it. It's today and it's under, and not anything I want to get close enough for you to see because this makeup's been on all day. 91 degrees, Minnesota, humid. Might still be raining, or else it just got done raining. So yeah, I'm a little bit melty. What can you do? It's going to be, well, you know what? You guys expect the crazy train from me. So if there's not something going on, it wouldn't be my video, would it? You know, they always tell you if you don't like the weather in Minnesota, stick around 5 minutes because it'll change. That's fairly accurate around here. The problem being is that when you have joint issues, you can have an absolutely lovely, gorgeous day, but the pressure coming through will make you feel like crap because it's going to rain the next day. So it's been a rough couple of days. It's been real stormy here. Don't know that you needed to know that. Don't know that you care. you know what? I appreciate you guys sticking through all of this with me as I ramble incessantly about stupid crap. All right, final prompt. Marilla Cuthbert, something with a hard exterior and a soft interior. So it's supposed to be something with a cream or a liquid, but with a hard packaging. We went with the Mary Kay Thinking of You perfume. I have used this 4 more times since the last update. I put a second line on there. Oh, geez, can you even see it? It's literally right there from right there. So not a ton of usage, but for only 4 uses, that's not bad. Went from 126.1 grams to 124.1 grams. So I've used 2 grams of product. That's for 4 uses. Okay. We're just going to go with that because I have no idea. All right, everybody, this is hopefully a relatively short video. Just updating you on a couple things. Some good news, some bad news. A rollout for Declutter and an empty. More than I expected in this project, so I'm fairly happy with that. I hope you all are enjoying yourselves. Thank you for doing all of the things. Thank you for spending your time. And everything you need to know should be linked down below. Yeah, that's all I got. All right, until next time. See ya. Bye.